The year 2020 is famous to us all for one specific reason, right? I am referring, of course, to the coronavirus, COVID-19 to be exact, which turned our world upside down. Our time for a party of any kind, getting together, or entertainment is over. With the spread of the virus, a mandatory quarantine was imposed in every country. It may look inconspicuous, but it has a huge impact on our mental health. As I mentioned, the quarantine lasts 2 weeks. In most cases, at the first few days, everything seems to be the greatest possible order. Problem starts halfway through the first week when the next day and the following day starts to look the same. You get up, eat breakfast, maybe change your pajamas to other clothes or maybe not, watch a show or some movie, browse social media, eat another meal, watch a show again, eat dinner, take a bath and go to sleep. It becomes very depressing, even more so when you are locked for walls with no one to talk to face. Having too much time, we begin to consume by thousands of thoughts that we lost ourselves in and they are not necessarily positive. It happened to me too. On Christmas Day, I felt very bad, with terrible pain in my sinews and all my muscles. I didn't have the strength to get out of bed. My mother was also sick, so I think that was a common cold. But suddenly I felt that my mom began to lose her sense of smell and taste. And there are the main symptoms of COVID-19. I was terrified because when I sat down at the Christmas table, I couldn't taste or smell any of delicious food. In the midst of this whole situation, my mom called her doctor and went to get tests for COVID. And it happened. It came out positive and my whole family was quarantined. We have to spend all of Christmas, New Year and my birthday at home without able to go out. It was very difficult. I remember being overwhelmed by the constant nerves. It was getting worse and worse every day because I had nothing to do with my free time. Fortunately, all turned out well because my family went through the disease immediately. However, my parents are still affected by it in the form of lack of smell. Researchers from Shenzhen University in China conducted a scientific study on the effects of COVID-19 on mental health in February 2020. The analysis looked at the symptoms of depression, sleep disorders, and generalized anxiety. The study found that 80% of the respondents had the symptoms of depression, 80% had the symptoms of sleep disorders, and 34% had a generalized anxiety. Among health care workers, the percentage was even higher. 37% generalized anxiety, 20% depressive symptoms, sleep disorders 24%. They also found that one half of the subjects focused on COVID-19 more than 3 hours a day, and the other half knew a great deal about it. Researchers at the University of Warsaw in 2020 in late April, early March also examined how the epidemic treated effects of the mental health of Poles. The study found that nearly 40% of people experienced symptoms characteristic of post-traumatic stress disorders. As a result of the breakdown of the previous order, and in particular the feeling of social isolation, had a bad effect of patients with already diagnosed psychiatric disorders. However, it is possible to protect yourself against this problem. Here are some ways to overcome stress during quarantine. 1. Take a break from listening, watching, following the news regarding the epidemic. 2. Disengage from social media that discuss the epidemic. 3. Ensure proper sleep hygiene and immunity through, for example, physical activity. 4. Contact with people who you can trust and honestly talk. During my quarantine, I didn't know this way yet, and I think they could help me a lot during this hard time and long time. Thank you.